This is the U.S. Legends Cars International Engine Senior Design 2 group. This group was mentored by John McAlpine, and the project was completed by Weston Bing, Brian Sullivan, Jameson Cunningham, and Riley Redmond. The scope of this project was to retune the Yamaha FZ09 engine currently used by U.S. Legends Cars and to rebuild and revamp the school's Legends car. Last semester, the car was stripped down to a bare chassis and cleaned, and a new engine, cooling system, fuel system, suspension, and front brakes and new wiring were all installed. This semester, a brand new body was put on the car, and baseline dyno testing was completed. The car was taken to Mooresville Dragway and tested at the drag strip to give students the opportunity to drive the car and to collect data. The team partnered with Atlantic Ramps to design a complete and modern livery to represent the school, U.S. Legends, and the motorsports program. Requirements of this project were to revamp and restore the current UNCC Legends race car, to install the new Yamaha FZ09 engine, and to improve the racing performance and efficiency of the car. The final product that came out was a car that represents the school well, and that looks really good. Implementation. The car was run on a dynameter for an operations check and a shakedown of the new build. The car showed that it made consistent power during all the different pulls and gave us a good baseline to start testing with. We couldn't test until we got a body put on because the car needed to be able to generate heat within the engine compartment. And you can't do that unless there's a hood and fenders on the car. Once that was done, the car was taken to Mooresville drag strip to do testing. So the car was driven around the pits until we generated enough heat to kick the fans on, and then we would run the car on the drag strip to generate even more heat. During this time, we monitored battery voltage and heat in 4 different locations using a grill thermometer, including intake air, post radiator, at the TPS, and the pre-radiator. We discovered that the real issue was not heat soak. We had a lot of the issues are driver error. So the engine flooding during hot start conditions, that's really only from drivers trying too hard to start the engine. If the driver took a second to cycle the power and let the car sit for about 5 seconds so that the computer could relearn the throttle position sensor, they wouldn't have any issues. We also noticed a ton of backlash in the drivetrain. This means that the car would buck back and forth at low level speeds and make it difficult for the drivers to drive in the pits. If the drivetrain was improved to where the rear end was mounted in a better way or the gears meshed better, we would have less issues, and then more tuning could be done.